everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Danielle, also known as the Envy Slow Stitcher here on YouTube and on Instagram. Tonight is Friday, March 27th. It's about 9 o'clock at night. It's been a little over a year since my last Flosstube. A lot of family drama and family issues going on. But I thought I would kind of step out of that tonight and pop on and show you what I've been stitching. I have missed coming on and showing you what I've been doing, missed the community, and I have been stitching. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. So I do have 3 FFOs, 3 finishes, 2 new starts, some whips, and some purchases to show you tonight. So let's go ahead and jump in. So my first FFO is Winter Tranquility by Twin Peak Primitives. And this one, I did change all the colors, most of it because I didn't have them. So I did just kind of sub colors that matched, but the house, I wanted it to match the color of my house. And I do love the way it turned out. I do not physically have it because I did give it away as a white elephant gift during Christmas time at our work. But this is what it turned out like. Hopefully you can see it. Hopefully it's not too much of a glare on my iPad there. But I do love the way it came out. I will go ahead and stitch it again for myself, but I will do it on darker fabric. I do think that the white in the roof and the snowflakes, I do think that all kind of did that ghosty disappear thing, and I'm not a fan of that. So like I said, I will do it on darker fabric. This one I did stitch on 14 count hazy gray. And then my next fully finish is Home Sweet Home by Stitching with the Housewives. All I have is a black and white copy, but you can see that they stitched it on white fabric. I stitched mine on 14 count red fabric that I had in stash. And this is what it came out like. I do really love the way it came out. And I did use all called for colors, except for I did sub Classic Colorwork blue for one that I had in stash. And then my final FFO is the Prairie Schooler Santas, 1997. There's that one there. This one I stitched for my stepson denim. And I stitched it on 10 count Mocha Tulle with all the called for colors, with the exception of in the lantern I did use Marmalade just so it had more of an orange hue instead of, because it called for this brown color here, and I wanted it to have more of an orange hue. And I did make it into a pillow just with some fabric that I had. It's almost like winter berries, I think. And then I just did a center cut and just glued on a cute little thing with my name and when I finished it and all that good stuff. And what it was, is that what I did? Yeah. I don't remember what Santa I said he was, but he's the 1989 Santa. Cute, cute. And then my first finish is Be Mine by the Camping Stitcher and Love You Most, also by the Camping Stitcher. And I did mine on 14 count green opalescent. I think it's by Zweigart. And this is how this came out. I did do them both together. I did not use any of the called for colors. I just pulled from stash. And then I wanted some pops of purple in there. I thought that would look really cute. But I do love the way it came out, with the exception of I was in the process of starting to make it into a pillow. However, I really kind of goofed. I did not get it very centered. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. If I'm just going to go ahead and finish making it into a pillow and just deal with it being kind of wonky, or if I'll try to take it apart and see if there's something else I can do. I'm not 100% sure. If you guys have any thoughts or ideas, I would be grateful for that, for ideas. And then my next finish, which is kind of a new start and it's a purchase. I did go to the Jingle Ball and I did purchase Stand Up for Santa by Hands On Design. He is adorable. He is on 20 count linen, 1/2. And this is totally different for me. As you all know, I'm a 14 count Ada girl. So this one, I did just finish him last week. He is adorable. I just love him. And it took me a while to really kind of figure out how to do the stitching over 2. And I did get part of them done, and I goofed with the counting, the 2, over 2. So I had to rip out pretty much everything from I think I was down to here. I had to rip out everything and start all over again, and then goofed again and had to rip it out, start all over again. So I did finally get it all figured out, and I actually kind of like it. It's not as hard as I thought it was going to be to stitch on linen and the 2 or the 1/2 and all of that stuff. So I might venture out and try some smaller linen. Maybe. All called for colors. Pearl cottons is what we used. And then my final finish is Valentine's Day Quilt by Primrose Cottage. And I stitched mine on 14 count Ada, just a pink fabric that I had in stash, all called for colors. This was a fun stitch, and it actually went fairly quickly, which was kind of nice. And that's, that's all of that. And then, let's see, I'm really out of sorts here, so sorry about that, guys. This is a new start, also purchased at the Jingle Ball. Oh, as everything falls out of the bag. And this is Merry Stitchmas by Primrose Cottage. This one's a really fun stitch, but it is a little it is a little difficult. And this is where I am on it. Hopefully I'm in frame and you can see it. So I still have quite a bit to do. But it is difficult because with the bags, you have to, you know, you got to stitch kind of upside down and hand in the bag and stuff. They were kind of showing during the Jingle Ball how you can do it right side, but then you're like this in there. So it is a little bit easier, that aspect, doing it from inside the bag, but kind of hurts the brain a little bit. And then my next new start is Little House Needlework, or Joy to the World by Little House Needleworks. And this one I started in July. I really wanted to be a lot further along than what I am. But I did make a mistake and I had to tear out and restitch. And this one, again, is on 14 count Aida from Stash. It's like an oatmeal color. And I absolutely love this one. It's beautiful. I haven't really stitched a lot on it since Christmas just because I wanted to kind of put it away and start stitching on some other things also. I haven't, on the floss tubes that I've been watching, I haven't really seen a lot of people stitching this one, the Joy to the World, which really kind of surprised me. Because it really is, so far it's been a really fun stitch and it's absolutely beautiful. My next whip is Christmas Cubbies by Debbie Mitchell. This one has been a labor of love for quite a long time. My ex-husband bought me this, lost it, found it, dog ate it, found it again. And this one is done on 14 count Aida, all called for colors. It's just a white Aida. And I think the last time I showed it, I was up in here somewhere, like at the top of the chimney. So I have finished the top of the chimney stocking. So I still have a lot to do. But there is a lot of colors and a lot of color changes in this. I kind of forgot from when I did it back in 94 is when I originally started it before I lost it. Yeah, these are all the colors. So quite a lot of colors in there and a lot of color changes. So, but I love it and I will do it. And then when I get to the back stitch, I will hate it until it's done. And then I'll love it. Hopefully you guys understand that. Back stitch is not my favorite. I don't necessarily mind it, but not my favorite. My next whip is Poncetta by Carol Manning Design. This one I've been working on for a really long time. And I put it away for a really long time. And then I look at it and I'm like, oh, I really need to finish that. 14 count Aida, Cream and Sugar by Fiber on a Whim, all called for colors. And I started this one April of 2023. I really have no excuse. Well, I do now, but I really don't have any excuse for not being further along. So the last time I showed it, I still was in the process of finishing the bottom block there. And now I am up in this block and I do have a mistake over in here. I misplaced a white 1 or 2 I misplaced 2 white stitches. So now I'm a little discouraged and trying to decide if I'm going to pull out all the red and fix that. Well, all the red up to here and fix it, or if I'm just going to go with it. But I do love the way it's turning out. It is very pretty. So I just need to figure that out and get it done. So we'll see. We'll see what I decide to do with that one. What are your thoughts? And my next whip, which I really have no excuse for it not being further along. I guess this is actually my final whip also. This one is Afternoon in the Mountains by, I don't know how to say their name, Les Petitas. Beautiful. I love this one too. I'm a winter girl, so winter scenes are one of my favorites. This one also has a lot of colors. Not as many as Christmas Cubby, but still quite a bit. And this is where I am. And it's on 14 count Aida, just white. One of those ones that come rolled up in a tube. So that's where I am on that. That's everything that I've been working on for the last year. Again, like I said, you know, with all the family drama, there are lots of days that that I couldn't really bring myself to do any stitching. This one is, it's not a purchase, it's a gift. So my son Connor bought me this for Christmas because I decided that I wanted to do stockings for all of us. I thought that would be fun. This is my first Dimensions kit. I haven't started it. But I do have to say, the way the pattern looks in the key charts, it's a little intimidating. But I did, I'm going to do this one for my husband. So I did plot his name in the graph. So now I just need to get it started and figure out how to sew it and all that good stuff. And now, as everything falls, and now for purchases. So, I don't know if my husband's going to be watching this, but if you do, don't kill me. Okay, so this is everything that I bought from the Nashville market. And I'm very excited and I want to start everything right now. Okay, so the first thing I purchased was fabric by Fiber on a Whim, smoked salmon. And I did decide to get 16 counts. Hopefully it shows up true. It kind of looks like it's true. It is beautiful. I love this fabric. There was actually quite a few fabrics that I really wanted to get, but they were all sold out. So I'll have to see if 123 Stitch or Fat Quarter Shop have any in stock that I can purchase now. And then I purchased the Plum Street Samplers, The Pledge of Allegiance. I should probably take it out of the package. I've actually been reading on some social media, some people kind of complaining about the colors, about Piney Woods, Classic Colorworks Piney Woods being more of like a greenish color. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at that and maybe pull from my stash. I love this one. I'm sure we have all seen it. Hopefully it's showing up decently. Still trying to figure out the whole lighting issues. And then this next one I love. Well, I love all of them, but this one really spoke to me. And I'm not sure why. But it is Quaker Farmhouse by Blueberry Ridge Design. And it was designed by Lori and Emily. Oh, I'm going to butcher this name. Pengley? I love this one. Oh my gosh, I want to start this one right now. Beautiful. I love the colors. Love, love, love. And then a lot of these, let's see. A lot of these are first time designers for me. That I've never done their designs before, with the exception of Plum Street and Twin Peak Primitives. This one is Easter Alphabet Sampler by Poutini. Thought that was cute, and I honestly don't have, I think I only have two Easter, the little chicks there, and then my little Easter egg. And then I also got, oh, things are falling. Stay. And then I also got Spring Friends by Poutini. And I mean, these really, I mean, it's 91 wide by 75 high. But there's a ton of colors in there. Ton. But adorable. Adorable and worth it. And then I also got Carrot Party by Poutini. Well, that was adorable too. Again, a ton of colors. This one's a little bit bigger, 117 wide by 65 high. They're stitching all of these on 32 count. Well, I don't think I'm quite ready for that. Maybe 16. And then Raven's Harvest Moon by Counting Puddles. This one's actually pretty big. It's 122 wide by 180 wide, or 180 high. But we had a raven that let us feed him out of our hand this past summer. That was really kind of neat. We named him Roscoe. So that was really kind of fun. And then I got the Patriotic Sampler 2 by Jeanette Douglas. This one looks intimidating. There is a bunch of specialty stitches in the flag, and the you call this bunting, a bunch. But she does have in here, if you want to just do the flag like with normal cross stitch instead of the specialty stitches. I don't know if you can see it, how well you can see it in my phone, but the flag just looks amazing with all those specialty stitches. But I was looking at it a couple nights ago and I was like, oh, because the most, oh, I don't remember what it's called, on the top of Santa's hat for Stand Up with Santa. Is it Smyrna stitch? That's the first time I've ever done a specialty stitch, so that one might have to be something that I really give a lot of thought and practice on different fabric for the flag if I want it to be like that. And then my last purchase, which I absolutely love, and I actually got the fabric to go with this one, but I might have to change some colors. So it's Witch House Sampler by Twin Peak Primitives. I absolutely adore this one. And I thought it would look amazing on this, the salmon, smoked salmon. However, when I was kind of pulling some colors that I actually had in stock, like I'm a craft store, in stash, the tops of these bowls, it'll blend in too much with the fabric. So I think what I might have to do is either get different fabric, which I really don't want to do because I really want to do it on the smoked salmon. That's what I got it for. Or figure out how to change the tops. Not figure out, but choose different colors for the tops so they don't ghost. But she is big. She is 280 wide by 231 high. So she's going to be very high. Or high. She's going to be big. And then, where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. I dyed some fabric. I bought some fabric and then I dyed it. Coffee tea dyed it. On my end, it kind of looks pink-ish, but it's I coffee tea dyed it and then got the dark brown and added a little bit of scarlet and pearl gray to it, to the brown, added all three of those together and then put it on here. Oh, I love the way it turned out. And I think Pledge of Allegiance will look amazing on it. However, with the Pledge of Allegiance, I do worry that some of the colors on the side on the flowers will ghost. So I might need to change, because they kind of look almost like a rusty color. So these are the two colors that I have. And I think this one's gonna ghost on there. Yeah. So I think I'll need to choose some different colors for this, but since I've been seeing all the people kind of talking about the color choices on Facebook, it might be a good idea to just pull all the colors from my stash that I think will go well with our American flag and all of that. So I think that's all I have for you tonight. I don't really have any plans other than starting all the things, being stressed out about starting all the things. I do want to maybe switch gears from all the winter stitching I have here. Oh, you know what? I did forget a whip. And I'm not sure where it is. It's, what is it called? Wintertime. By It's So Emma. So I'll have to show that on my next Flosstube. But I'm thinking about kind of maybe putting some of this stuff away for now and trying to do some more patriotic and summer stuff so I can actually have some stuff to put up. But other than that, my plans are just to feel better and stitch. And with that, I'm going to close, and I will be back next month. Not sure when, but I will be back next month. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed my show. If you did, please hit the like button and maybe think about subscribing. Thank you.